Mysterious stories from the northeast of Thailand. A serious illness miraculously disappears with an amulet costing less than $3. The bright white light of the emergency room shone down on What's face, a middle-aged man with sweat dripping down his face. He lay on his back on the hospital bed, his two hands clasped tightly together. In his hand, he clutched a cheap amulet that he had received from Luang Pu Suk, a not-so-famous monk from Isan. He had received it by making a donation of just 100 Thai baht. If you don't know how much or how little, I will convert the currency for you. 100 Thai baht converted to dollars equals $2.8, or the equivalent of noodles for 2 people. However, you should know that even if you have a lot of money, if you don't have faith, you won't have any sacred objects with you. Continue listening to What's story. What held his breath, trying to suppress the sharp pain in his stomach. The moans of other patients echoed throughout the emergency room, mixed with the voices of nurses and doctors who were busy around him. What was a freelancer who worked late into the night, ate irregularly, and didn't get enough rest. He often had stomach pains, but this time it wasn't just a regular stomach ache. It was a severe and continuous pain, so he decided to go to the hospital. After a thorough examination, the doctor told him that he needed surgery the next day. All they could do for him tonight was give him antibiotics through and for and pain medication. What was scared? He thought of his family, his wife and daughter. He worried about what would happen to his family if he died. He picked up the amulet he was wearing and raised it above his head. He prayed in his heart.
Luang Pu, please protect me. I don't want to die. I want to be with my family.
What closed his eyes, trying to clear his mind of worry. Suddenly he heard a soft voice. He remembered it well. It was the voice of Luang Pu Suk.
Take it easy, son. There is always a way out. It's not your time to die yet.
Whether it was a miracle or the effect of the medication, what felt calmer and the pain lessened. He fell asleep on the patient bed. The next morning, what felt miraculously better. The stomach pain was gone and the X-ray and ultrasound showed no abnormalities. The doctors and nurses were all puzzled. It's impossible. It's a miracle, the doctor said. What smiled to himself? He knew why. What had not been discharged from the hospital yet because the doctor ordered him to stay for another 2 days to observe his condition. After leaving the hospital, What and his family went to pay homage to Luang Pu Suk at the temple. What's wife looked around the temple. It was not a big temple. There were not many people coming to make merit. In a wooden kuti, an old monk wearing an old robe sat in meditation. It was as if he knew in advance that what would come to see him. Before What could tell Luang Pu Suk about what had happened, Luang Pu Suk spoke first.
You finally escaped your bad luck, son.
What and his wife were surprised. They looked at each other. How did Luang Pu Suk know?
Luang Pu, did you help me?
Yes and no. If you didn't have faith, I couldn't have helped you.
What raised his hands above his head and chanted Sadhu. Then he crawled forward and took Luang Pu's cracked feet and placed them on his head. After that, What and his family went to visit Luang Pu more often. What posted on Facebook about his story, hoping that people would get to know Luang Pu Suk more, hoping that he would become famous and have money to repair the old and dilapidated temple. But to no avail. 5 years passed and the temple was still quiet. A small group of close disciples still came to make merit. Perhaps it was because Wang Pu only made amulets to distribute to his devoted disciples. He made them himself at the temple, gave them away for free, and did not promote them or engage in commercial Buddhism. What story is just one example of the power of faith. Although it cannot be proven, what happened to what changed his life forever. If you enjoy amazing stories about amulets in Thailand and want to hear mysterious stories created by Thai monks, you can subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to like and support me. Thank you.